As a music producer, there's two main paths you could take. There's either the industry producer, producing for all the big artists, getting big placements, or the online internet producer that's selling tight beats, selling kits, and making YouTube content, kind of like what I'm doing. Or there's just some weird thing in the middle where you do a little bit of both, which realistically is probably what most people aim to do. But anyways, I want to give what I think is the most realistic path to get the best of both worlds, and then I want to give my opinion on each path, because I think there's some pros and cons of both. Before you guys comment saying I'm copying Kavi, because I assume a lot of you guys saw the video, I am, I'll be straight up. But I want to give my opinion on it just because I think I have a little bit of a different view, and because I've seen a little bit of both worlds. For the most part, I've done the type beat thing, I've done the online thing, but I do have a couple big songs by artists that work with labels. I don't have any like industry, you know, I haven't produced for like Drake or anything, but I've had a taste of the industry, so I get how it works a little bit. But yeah, let's get into it. So the online producers, you make your type beats, you make your loop kits, you make your drum kits, you make your content. Everything relies on yourself and the work you put in. And I think that's a good thing, because the work you put in then results in whatever outcome you desire. You don't have to rely on anybody else. You're your own boss. You do what you gotta do every day. You turn up to work. But I think it takes a lot more hours. It takes a lot more accountability as well, because you have to choose what to do every single day. But I think if you're able to organize your day and you have good structure, then it's pretty easy, pretty fun. You get to do what you want to do. I think every producer should start on the online part, because you get to sell your own stuff. You don't have to try and grind for these placements. We'll get into that in a bit, but it's just the easiest way to get started without a following. To reach out to these like bigger artists, you kind of need a little bit of clout. I also think starting your own type beat channel opens many doors. You get to your first couple placements, and it can connect you with other producers. Making a content channel like this allows you to sell stuff to other producers, or even connect with other producers from here. I've gotten loops from a lot of you guys. I appreciate it. I've been sending them out for placements. We're gonna lock in some stuff soon. But a few big cons of being an online producer is you're relying on like algorithms from social media websites, and you're locked inside all day. I mean, you don't get to experience like real sessions. You don't have to have that real connection with artists. You're kind of just locked in your room all day making beats, hoping something's gonna blow up. Now on the other side, there's the industry producer. In my opinion, just the best thing about the industry producer is that it looks way cooler. I mean, I'll tell people I make music, and they're just like, okay. But if I told somebody I produce for Drake, everybody's like, holy fuck. So it's a lot cooler to be an industry producer. Another good thing about being part of the industry is that those royalty checks are basically passive income for the rest of your life. Even if it's not that much to begin with, you're still getting checks every month or every few months. And in my opinion, it's a really good extra source of income. I wouldn't rely on it for a main income though, which brings me to the cons. One, I don't think you get paid as much as you should. I think producers are underpaid. I also think it takes way too long to get paid. Now, from my experience, I didn't have all my stuff registered when it first came out, so that's why it took so long. But even after registering it, you're still not seeing money for like 6 months to even a year. So it takes way too long. In my case, there were samples involved, which is a whole nother battle, getting the samples cleared and stuff. But in my opinion, the whole payment thing, it's hard to live on that. Like if you have to wait 6 months to get paid, then it's kind of gonna be hard to live off of. I also think industry stuff takes up way too much time. Like there's people who will send beats to an artist every day for a year, then lock in the placement. I've never personally grinded for a placement. Like I have a couple big opportunities right now. I'll send packs every now and then, but I'm not out here devoting my whole life into this one placement, because who knows, you dedicate your whole life into a placement that never even drops, or you don't even know you have it. For me, it's just not enough return on investment. I think the online stuff has way more return on investment, but the industry stuff is a lot cooler and it's a lot more fun in my opinion. So how do you get the best of both worlds? That's where I wanted to get at with this video. I think you start by building up your brand with your type beat channel and your loop kit channel, or you just like email people loops every week. Either one works. And then you just let the opportunities come to you. I would never grind for a placement personally, unless it's something you really, really want. But as the opportunities come to you, then you send stuff out, or even through your type beat channel, you get big placements. I got a song with 20 million streams off a type beat. Off that same type beat, I got another song with 6 million streams. So that's a fuck ton of streams on one beat. Then through growing my audience on here, I had another placement opportunity come up, and I just said, hey guys, I need this type of loop. A fuck ton of you guys sent loops, so I appreciate it. But that's what I mean. Don't grind stuff that you're not capable of. For example, those types of loops I wasn't. And don't grind stuff that's gonna be not enough return on investment. That's why I have my audience help me out. or I let the opportunities come to me. But I wouldn't actually take a fuck ton of time out of my day to go grind something that is probably not even gonna be worth it. Then I think another important thing is to build relationships with artists, but again, don't work your ass off for it. I'm not saying don't work hard, I'm just saying like the industry stuff has less return on investment than the online stuff. So in my opinion, you work your ass off on the online stuff. If the opportunities come for the industry stuff, you do the industry stuff. And another thing with the industry stuff, real life studio sessions, I think those are really cool, really good experiences, and you lock in with the artist way closer there. So if you could get those, I highly recommend it. For me, I don't live in a big city, so I don't have this experience often, but I've flown out to different states and stuff to link up with my artist friends. So if you get stuff like that going, highly recommend it. But overall, I wanted to make a quick video. Again, to recap, I think you start by building your Type Beat channel, you build your Loop channel, you get those first few connects out the door, you get your first few placements from those. Then if bigger opportunities come upon you, then you grind a little bit for that, but at the end of the day, I think most of your effort should be going into the online stuff. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Super quick video. We're going crazy on the videos this week. I think this is like the 4th one I recorded. I might space out the uploads though, so we'll see. If you want to learn how to make money off your beats or even make better beats, you can work with me one-on-one. Click the first link in the description to book that. Click here to watch another video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.